you got banned from OF.
Your content's a bit more explicit. Kiss, whip, torture, and a cactus plant, ramming it up with the blood when I'm hitting him with a newspaper. Okay, Shaggy. I ran over some fellas quick.
Oh my God. Wow, so having 10.5 inches must be really difficult. Must be a lot to carry around.
This is like the third time you come on to me. Let's do the show.
Kat, we talked about this. We're rolling. You can't do that.
We're rolling, are we?
Yeah, we've started.
Right, oh
God.
With the oh, okay. Hi guys, welcome back to the Kat Baker Show, the longest running podcast in the world and the #1 podcast in the Philippines, hosted by Kat Baker, but #1 person in the UK. All that's true. Today we are joined by the Irish bull, Ritchie.
How are you getting on? Philippines, yeah?
Yeah, Philippines. So, you have come down to talk to me today, to tell me a little bit about your life. So, you got a bit of an interesting story, right?
Something to say.
So, you are I was going to say OF creator, but then I saw you said you got banned from OF.
Yeah, your content's a bit more explicit, so they don't agree with me stuff, so I moved to different platforms.
How did you get banned from OnlyFans then? What were you posting?
I was just pissing on people, pissing on lads. I was tying them up in hotels and chasing them around the room with a fucking hockey stick and stuff like that, you know. The usual.
Yeah. We've all been there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, damn. Does that? Yeah. So yeah, you got banned off OnlyFans, right? But you are a porn performer, but you're also an escort.
Yeah.
Right. But you started off. You were in prison. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Younger. How did you end up there?
Jesus. My jail journey started young in Dublin. I was 12. I knocked the policeman down, broke his 2 legs, went to jail for 4 years. Got a driving ban for 40 years.
Whoa.
I should have got banned for life, but because I was a juvenile, the maximum term was 40 years.
Right.
Yeah, then I was out. It's like 16, 17, fucking nothing to do in Dublin but sell drugs. So kind of just went down that route. Back in and now in jail, 19 came. I got 10 years with 3 suspended, which was the big one. Then I got out of jail and must have been about 26, 25, 26. And then got into barbering over in Dublin, and then I decided to leave Dublin and move to England with me and my son. So that's kind of how I ended up in England.
I can kind of relate because I once stole some sunglasses from Primark, so I've lived the criminal lifestyle. Yeah,
it's a tough life, isn't it? The rewards are good though, aren't they?
So you got into porn, okay, but you were doing straight porn at first.
Basically, you set up a barbers in Liverpool.
Yeah,
COVID shut it down, put loads of money into the barbers, like most of the money I had. So I had another option to make money. Was right, I have a big dick, let's go into OnlyFans, let's try this. Reached out to multiple porn companies. One of them got back to me, went to do a shoot with them, and from there it took off. But I done straight porn for 2 years. Didn't made all right money, but not as much as what I need for so. Then I met Andy Lee, obviously a good friend of mine now.
Yeah.
And he said, listen, your audience is 90% men, and you're selling straight porn to gay males. Do you not see what it's not working? Start doing some stuff for lads. OnlyFans fucking jumped up, making good money.
So what have you done with men then on camera?
I'm professional dom, so I mainly dom them, tie them up, whip them, force feed them, piss, stuff like this.
Yeah.
I let them suck me off, depending if they're pretty or not. Mainly just getting sucked off by them, but I would never. The 2 things I won't do is have sex with a man or kiss a guy. They're me 2 don'ts.
Right, yeah.
They're I couldn't do any of that, but I just mainly dom them, you know what I mean? I'm an alpha, so. But
your cock, you said it's 10.5 inches.
And a cold shower, yeah.
Oh my God. Do you when you get a boner, do you get really lightheaded?
Takes a while for me to get hard because so much blood goes to it, so sometimes I would have to sit down or.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You poor you.
I know,
that must be really hard.
It's not hard now though.
There's still time. There's still time, guys. Right? Yeah. Bloody hell. Do you get? You must have met some people in your life who are like, you're about to sleep with them, and they're like, I can't do that. That's too big for me.
I've had women like in the past where, like, I remember years ago in Dublin, I was kissing this girl at the back of Leisureplex, and she dropped down to give me a wank, and she just grabbed that and she's like, I am not having sex with you. You know what I mean? And then there's some other girls. I was in Ibiza and I was fucking like, sorry, not Ibiza, Salou, and I'm out drinking and I get back to the hotel and they're like, nah.
Yeah.
They're like, I want to walk for the rest of this holiday.
I can't lie. I would struggle. That would be a struggle for me, to be honest. But I can't help it. What can I say? I've got a tight vagina to the people at home. Blessing and a curse,
Sounds more of a course to me. Some people love it. Some girls are like, yeah, let's try that. Ram it in there. Ram the fucking thing in there.
I bet guys are like, even though you haven't put it in, guys, I bet they want you to.
Oh, I've been offered serious amounts of money to fuck guys, but I just can't do it.
Yeah, you got to have your boundaries in this job, I feel like, because then otherwise it's just, then you just feel shit about it, to be honest. But you were doing gay porn, right? When did you start doing escorting?
So I done OnlyFans straight porn for 2 years. Didn't make much money. Then met up with Andy, started doing stuff for lads. Me OnlyFans took off. But then I started getting more explicit requests, like whipping them, pissing on them, tying them up. I didn't know OnlyFans didn't agree with that. So I started putting up videos of pissing. They started taking them down. End up losing me OnlyFans. I actually got my OnlyFans back. But I won't use it because my content's too explicit for OnlyFans. Whoa. So, do you know what I mean? And then, sorry, what was it?
How did you get into escorting?
So basically, all my platforms, like I have a lot of followers on different platforms. Just people like men, couples, women texting me like, I want a private session. So it just made sense. Then I just looked into some sites online, and now I'm on it. I'm on like 2 or 3 sites. So yeah, I love it. I have an escort job later tonight at 8 o'clock in London.
Do you make more money escorting than OnlyFans, like content?
Sometimes, some months, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say escorting would be probably one of my main sources of incomes. It's very good, like especially in London.
And do they want? Is it sex, or do you have to do like dating as well? Like take them.
I have dates as well. I get brought out for dinner. Like some people lads bring me shopping, like for food, like social events and stuff like that. It's mainly like doming because I'm a dom, so it's mainly just me, like me and them in the realm, and me just fucking down. Like.
And is it mostly men, or do you get women?
I get a few women. I've had a few like American women, like business women. I'm over here from London for a meeting. Can I book you for the night? Stuff like that. I get a lot of couples, but it's mainly the husband ringing me. It's like I want my wife to book you, like so. The husband will drop her to the house. He'll sit outside in the car or something, and then I'll just go and take it out of his wife. Like,
have you done many cuck sessions where you sat in the chair?
Yeah, I actually had a session there a while ago in Liverpool where I'm living. I had to tie the husband to a chair with half a Liverpool and half a Real Madrid scarf. You know the scarf? So I tied him like this, and I just went at it like for his wife for like 2 hours. It was very good. I let him loose for the last 20 minutes because he wanted to suck the comb off from me dick.
You let him loose like a hamster.
Yeah. Come on.
Fucking hell. Oh my god. Do you feel like you can? Do you feel like now when you're out in public you can spot a cuck?
Oh, I can spot it. I'm allowed to queer. I can spot it. Am I allowed to say that? In this
yeah.
I can spot queers like that.
Yeah.
Cooks, I can, like, you know what I mean? You know, the cooks are very different. I had a fucking 6'6" bodybuilder who was a cook, like monster, like probably one of the biggest men I ever seen, and he was a cook. You know what I mean? His wife was gorgeous, but it's hard to spot. Like, you wouldn't, if you looked at this fella, you'd say, right, you think you owe him money because he's scary looking, but yeah, he was a cook. It's hard to place a cook, you know what I mean?
Did he have a big cock?
No. That's most cooks don't, because they let their wives, because they don't, so they just hire someone like me or get someone like me to come in to do the job.
Yeah, because I've had guys on here before that do escorting, but they've just done it with women, so I don't think they make much money.
Nah, see, women don't pay for sex. If women want to have sex, it's called Tinder.
Yeah.
It's called Tinder. You can walk out on that street now, ask any man, hey, do you want to come? I live here. Do you want to come up and have sex? And they will.
Oh, it's the nicest thing anyone's ever said about me.
Let's switch the roles. If I went out there and asked the first woman, I'd probably get a punch in the face, and I'd definitely get arrested.
Yeah.
So it's not as easy for men to get sex. You know what I mean?
So what are the blokes like that you escort for?
Some sub, like just sub little bitch boys. To be honest, most of them are. But I get the odd alpha dom. They think they're doms. You know what I mean? And then obviously they're paying me. I get a lot of like men in power. Like I've had a few I won't say any names. I had a few politicians. I had like really high up businessmen. You know, like these ones that would have a team of 100 and they're the boss for the day.
Yeah.
And then they come back and the roles are reversed, so I'm the boss.
I bet you've pissed on Jacob Rees-Mogg. I can just imagine.
I don't know his name, but I probably have. I don't recognise his name, but I couldn't. I've pissed on a lot of people.
Oh my god. Oh, so you could probably bring down the government by releasing all names of people you've done stuff to.
I've had a few celebrities as well, if I won't mention them.
Oh my god. Would you tell me off camera or not?
No, I'll shag you off camera though.
Then will you tell me the names?
As I'm shagging you.
I'm trying to think of a name then. Tony Blair. God damn.
And by now, like I know a lot of my friends do escort, and I know a few lads that don't do escort but will do private jobs. And I do know a lot of like big names, stars and celebrities, whatever you want to call them, that do pay for sex. You know what I mean?
God, my mind is going. I'm like, oh, who's that going to be? Bloody hell. Right, you were telling me okay, what's the weirdest shit you've done while escorting?
I don't know. Your definition of weird to mine is very different. So like 2 weeks ago, I told you this to come in. This is not even weird to me. It's just like a normal. It was a Tuesday, I think. It was like I had to help an 85-year-old man into the bath just so I could piss on him. Which is not weird to me, might be weird to you. Then I had to, he's like, oh, can you help me out? And I'm like, fuck off, man, you're covered in piss. Like, so he wanted me to wash him and then help me out of the bath, but I couldn't, like, you know what I mean? So I just got this fucking walker thing. I was like, alright, you jump out there, you'll be grand.
Oh my god.
That is not too weird, but the weirdest one for me was that I had a fella who was persisting on me getting a cactus plant and ramming it up his arse. Jesus, we tried, but I had to stop because the blood, I'm not big on blood, but the blood was disgusting. So we just settled on throwing, he stood against the wall and it was just throwing like darts, like he had it there in his back and his arse, but I kept hitting his lower back, like hitting his bone, which was the noise of it. And yeah, it was a good day. That was the weirdest one, because I don't like blood, but then again, like it's really not that weird, like, you know.
Oh my god, what makes someone want to have a cactus up their arse? Like, what's the psychology behind that, I wonder?
I don't know. Do you like the pain of it? Like, it's just weird ones.
Do you think it's like they jizzed over a cactus when they were younger and then... God.
I pissed on someone in the disabled toilets in Tesco in Manchester there like last month. Just a random one. Just a random one. He's like, yo, in Manchester. He's, yeah, can you meet me in Tesco? I want you to piss on me. I was like, sound.
Oh my.
Soaked this cunt. I had like 4 bottles of water in. And I just left him. For me, I think that's a bit strange because it's just like, right, what does he do from here now? Like, how does he explain it? He's not only wet, he's covered in piss, like, you know.
Yeah, and he's got to get like the bus home.
I don't know. He walked or got the bus. He had to leave Tesco. Like, this was a busy shop, you know.
Oh my god.
Which is very fucking insane. Like,
when I get people request stuff around piss, they're also like, they want me. They're always like, I want it to be your morning piss. Like they don't want you to be hydrated. Do you get that? Are they like...
Get a lot of them. I get a lot of people ask me not to shower when I come to escort me.
Really?
Which is weird because obviously I want to be fresh, but they're like, oh, can you... Then I had a guy that kept asking me to jog. He's like, I'm in Liverpool, so jog to his house, so I'm sweaty and musky. And then he just licked me on my whole body, like licked the sweat off me. Which is mental. One time I was very sweaty and he had like a squeegee that you do with the windows.
Yeah.
So he was squeegeeing me back And then he'd get the thing, obviously it's this long, and the drips are just going into his mouth. It's like,
Oh my god!
that's not even that weird to me. It's just I'm doing it 5 years now, so someone weird. I don't even see weird anymore. You know, I just see the money. So,
what are the requests you get that you're like, nah?
Just fuck. Can you fuck me? Can you like ram something up me? Stuff like that. Ass play is not for me. Like, like piss, whip, torture. I have a fellow who thinks he's a dog. He sees me every month when he gets his gyro. He sees me every. Oh no, yeah. When he gets his doll money, he'll see me every month in Chester. So he brings a cage to the room, like a dog's cage, and puts it in the corner, and then he pretends he's a dog. So he's fucking. We have a dildo that I'll throw around and he'll play fetch with. He jumps over the bed and then he brings it around. I'm hitting him with a newspaper then when he's bald. Yeah. And then I don't smoke like cigarettes, but I always say, look, I'm going for a cigarette, so I have to lock him in his cage. So I put him in the cage for 10 minutes just to waste some time. And then dogs don't like to have bats, so I have to drag this fella into the bat and force drown them into a fucking lukewarm bat. And all the mild, he's running around the hotel room saying, "Okay, Shaggy," and I'm smacking him with a paper.
Oh,
but the mad thing is, when all that's finished, like, so I'll be like, right, the time's up. He'll just jump up. He'll take his collar off and his lid, put his shirt on. He'll be like, "Oh, did you see the Liverpool match last week?" And I'm like, mate, 2 minutes ago you were a fucking Yorkshire Terrier, you mate.
Oh my god.
That is funny stuff to me, like, you know, when you just act like nothing happened, like.
Fucking hell.
Or even some of your clients, when you piss them, I mean, like, soak them, like, they'd be like, "Oh mate, that was great, thanks," to like shake my hand. I'm like,
Yeah. Oh my god. And are they guys who are openly gay, or are they quite secret about being gay?
I get a lot of lads that I think there's like boy curious, or I get a lot of people that like sort of pay me to abuse them, like slap them, like, "Oh, you're gay, no one likes you, you're gay." And I think it's people that would have been bullied when they were young for being gay, and they get off on that, you know what I mean? Because as you get older, you don't get as much trouble. Like, obviously both kids can be vicious, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get a lot of that, and I think a lot of them like say they're straight, you know what I mean, but they're maybe boy cured. Like, I get a lot of behind the dark queers, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's just a little guilty pleasure, you know. I don't mind, gay or straight, pay me and fucking you can be whatever you want. Like,
do you charge extra for the weirder it gets?
I have a set rate, but not really. Like, I had a fella who wanted me to climb, this was like an all day thing, climb Snowdon, you know that mountain.
For fuck's sake.
Climb Snowdon with him and then find a rock and hang him over the rock and threaten to let go. But first of all, I couldn't go because it was too cold to climb, and I didn't want to go like for a 5-hour hike with a random stranger, you know what I mean?
God.
To get up there to fucking commit attempted murder wasn't the best.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because what if you accidentally let go and then...
I know, yeah.
It's not worth $1,000 to do that, really. Maybe.
You're getting your exercise in, it's a day out as well, you know.
Fucking
it's just the 5 hours of hiking with him, you know what I mean? It's just...
But also there's loads of tourists at the top of Snowdon as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have people that want you to do stuff in public, like in front of other people?
Yeah, I get a lot of public stuff, like, you know.
Do you do that, or do you...
I've done a few public things, like, you know, I just don't really like other people looking, like, so... Not other, like, I don't like giving shit away for free, like other people might watch over it gets recorded, like, although it might help. But, I get a lot of public stuff.
Yeah,
I'm just very cute, like, very sceptical on where I can do it and what it is, like, you know.
What public stuff have you done?
I ran over some fella's cock with a car.
Oh my... This is the longest running podcast in the world. And it's the longest running podcast in the world for a reason. I am the most dedicated podcaster that has ever lived. And I am so grateful for your guys' support. But if you want to support me further, you can now sponsor the Ramblings of a Narcissist for just £4 a month. Go to patreon.com/The Cat Baker Show, and you will find episodes that are more personal, more unhinged than anything we can post on YouTube, as well as early access to YouTube episodes. And also extended cuts. We can say things there that we cannot say here, you know, all just kind of things that might get me cancelled. Because if you don't know, there are a lot of people that don't want to see me succeed, because I am, of course, the most powerful podcaster in the world. So go to patreon.com/The Cat Baker Show and support me for just £4 a month. I couldn't do this without you guys. Thank you. What public stuff have you done?
I ran over some fella's cock with a car.
Oh my god! I love these. Just get madder and madder. It's brilliant.
In his council estate on the middle of the day, so he has like a driveway, but in the driveway there's like blocks, like, so basically it's like 2 pillars going up, but they're like small blocks, and then it's like a ramp basically.
Oh my god!
So he took his dick out like this, then I'm in his fucking Ford Focus.
Oh,
Driving up the ramp slow, and his dick was there, and then
yeah.
His obviously dick was there, but this is at 2 o'clock in the day. It's in a council estate, you know what I mean?
What did his dick look like after?
I was pissing with blood and stuff like that. You know, it's disgusting. But that was literally a 10-second job, like, and then I get paid for it. But
And does he do that often, do you think? Because I'm like, surely his penis would fall off.
He loves it. So basically I started with that guy, was kicking him, like, ball busting, like standing on him, jumping off the sofa at some stage, like, just on his dick. And then he kept on going, and more extreme. Like, it went 20 minutes with a spatula once, like, thought it was swatting flies. And then we stepped up to the car thing. That was like the first public thing I ever done. But it was just a bit much, like, you know what I mean?
Was there many people watching?
There was no one on the street, but obviously, like, he let a yelp out, and I'm like, mate, these are your neighbours, like, you know what I mean? I don't understand what's going on here. But he really got off on it, you know? I've never seen someone get their dick crushed by a car and still stayed hard, like, you know?
Oh my god, he was so hard. Fucking
which is crazy.
That is like what makes someone like that. Yeah, that must be like they were bullied and they just love it.
I don't know, it's weird, like, you know.
Oh my god. So you're like, you don't like, do you get off on it at all?
Not really, no. Men don't, like, I'm not attracted to men or stuff like that, so it doesn't really do much for me, you know. Mm-hmm. Obviously, if I'm getting sucked off by them, a blowjob's a blowjob, you know what I mean? So either way, I'll put some porn on my phone or something. I don't really get off. I get off on how good I am at it, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's what makes me happy, and, like, and I'm proud how good of a dom I am, you know what I mean? Because anyone that books me, they will book me again, like, in terms of, like, the dominant, especially for lads, you know.
Yeah.
The women, like, when the women book me, yeah, sometimes I'll have a bit of fun, I'll get off on that, you know. But sometimes women's can be weird as well, like.
Really? What do they?
I had an American woman, she booked me for a weekend. She booked me for a weekend just up here in Soho. But she got off on licking, like, the back behind my ear, like, she would just lick it, like, for, like, obviously we had sex and stuff like that, but I'm talking like 3 hours of it just, like, licking it out. I mean, like,
oh my god,
which is weird, like, you know.
That is weird.
And this is girl, she's alright, she's about 40, like, American woman, business woman, pretty enough, like, you know, no problem getting a man. But she would just lick back of hair, like, back of this one here for, like, hours.
Oh my, yeah. The women, like, the escort, the hire you as an escort, are they, like, attractive, or is it mixed bag?
I've had a few of them where they weren't. I had a few of them where they were, like, you know. But then again, I'm a professional, so I don't see, like, I don't go for looks. I'm there to do a job.
Yeah.
I'm there to get in and do the job and take the job in hand, like, you know. Because I shoot with a lot of companies in London, so when I get shoots, I don't know who I'm shooting with till I walk in the door, so I'm used to just dealing with it on the day, you know what I mean?
So how do you get hard in those scenarios if it's like,
I'm at one with my penis, so I can think myself onto a hard on. It's not a problem.
That is talent.
But sometimes I'll take a Viagra if I have to, or a Camagra, like, depending.
Have you ever done the injection?
No, it's one thing I won't do.
Yeah, you're not into the cock torture.
It's just not in. just not for me, you know. I've no lads that injected their dick and it didn't go down, like, so they had to get a snip.
Oh my God.
So it's like,
fucking
then
hell.
you can have a pump in it to pump it up, but you lose your, you know, when you pump it up, you're not horny, you know what I mean?
And how good are you at coming on demand?
Great. Do you want me to come now?
yeah. Be great. YouTube would love that.
Knock that off. I can come, like, I'm so used to it. So when I'm shooting, like, say I'm shooting with a girl with a company, it's like we'll do all the different scenes, and then the director will be like, right, get ready, you need a cum shot in 5 minutes. So I'll step into a corner and I think about it as like my ex-girlfriends getting fucked by other men in front of me.
Really?
That's a big thing for me. I like that stuff, you know what I mean? So that's what I'll step out and I'll just do that. Getting a cum shot up is no problem. I do a lot of camming as well, but I have to come on demand. So
are you a bit of a cock?
no, I like to jump. Basically, I was like, even in the past relationships, I have a big ex-girlfriend. I get someone up to fuck her, and then when they leave, I'll show her how it's done. You know what I mean? So it's more of an ego boost for me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because he gets the standard man up. He's like, right, he has a 6-inch cock, which is pathetic. And then
no shade to all my small penis listeners.
And then he can't fucking go for long and this and that. So then it's like, I get off on her getting fucked as well watching it, but then I step in and be like, right, mate, your Uber's outside. Let me crack on here.
How do you find like women react to your job? Do they find it attractive or are they weird about it?
Some people, like, obviously when I'm out in Liverpool with my mates chat up lines is, oh, my mate's a porn star. I'm like, how the fuck's that helping you? You know what I mean? So a lot of them it's 50-50. It's like, oh, that's disgusting. Oh, jeez, I wouldn't do that. Like, think about your kids and this, that and the other. In 100 years time, nobody will remember anybody on the planet, you know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. So I don't mind about that. And then some of them are like, oh yeah, that's deadly. So it's the ones that like it are probably the women you don't want to be. True. Risk of like STDs or something like that if you have sex with them. But some of them are like, I had people like, that's disgusting and oh Jesus Christ, and then I fucking get them back to a laden party or with them by themselves and they're just, come on then, give us a look.
There you go. I had a mate who had a big cock, and I remember he would always show everyone pictures of it on a night out. Do you do that?
I don't have to. It's been about 4 or 5 years that it's hard for me to go to a party and my cock doesn't come up in the conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. From your mates.
From my mates or someone that might know me, you know. I don't really show. I just get out. I'd rather get out and be showing pictures.
Yeah, I mean, why cut out the middleman?
The proof is in the pudding.
A party trick. Yeah. Everyone does a line off it.
Yeah. I need a couple of kilos for that.
Damn, that would go down really well in East London. People love that shit. Oh God. So do you find do you make more money when you come down into London then?
It's a lot busier, like, so there's a lot more escorts down here and stuff, but then again, like, I have the tail for the job, so I have a lot of regulars down here, so I like to keep it like a month. I come down here every month to get tested in Dean Street anyway, so I try to base my clients around that. So I leave them gasping for a month, so they're begging for it. And
I bet the politicians and the celebs are down here, right?
That's weird. That's a few up in Liverpool. They're all over the place. Like, I'm going to Scotland on Tuesday. I have 2 days of escorting up there, you know, but it's not politicians. It's just some jock.
So you may be like Alex Salmon. Is that the guy who led the SNP? I don't know. Fucking hell. God. And I had some more questions. Hang on. I love it. That's just insane stories.
Stop thinking about me dick and ask the questions.
I got this image in my head of you at a party and there's like 10 people snorting coke off your dick. That's just...
That was last week, wasn't it?
People that want you to escort, are they like... is it always kink stuff or is it people that are just lonely? They want someone to...
I get people that just want to watch films with me.
Oh,
they want to cuddle again. That's a no for me. I can't cuddle, like, you know what I mean. They'll try and snuggle up with me. But like, I get a lot of dates, like people just taking me out for food, get me like a tracksuit or whatever, and then they'll just drop me home, like lonely people.
Yeah, there is weirdly something more intimate than cuddling someone than shoving a cactus up their arse. I don't know why.
It's about the same.
Yeah. both are average date night, you know. Yeah, no, there's something about that feels kind of.
It's like the intimacy that's disturbing to me. Like that is weird to me. I'd much rather break them up with a shovel. You know?
Yeah. And that's why you're good at what you do.
That's why
they call you.
You get what they pay from. Ron says on the tin. You know?
I find like, because I've like filmed some, I don't really do filming scenes with people anymore, but when I have done them, I don't really like doing, I never really like doing the kissing and stuff like that, but the sex is more just do it.
Like shit on camera, like, so if you, like if me and you were to shoot now, it's everything's like you have your script in your head, you have to think about position, so you can't actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because like I'm thinking 2 miles ahead, right, I need the reverse cowgirl and the doggy, so it's not, you're not really enjoying the hit. But with me and you went to a hotel room and there was no camera, it's a bit different, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, don't wink at me now. But yeah, so it's like I just get, when I'm there to shoot, I'm there like I do it as work. I don't enjoy it or dislike it. It's just a job for me, you know what I mean?
Right. And so also you are from Dublin, right? What is, because I remember when we had Andy on before and talking about like people from Ireland or the area he's from have a weird reaction to it. I mean, what you do is pretty weird, but I mean, it's pretty weird, but they have even more stronger reaction. Do you find that?
Everyone thinks it's weird. Obviously, Ireland's a Catholic country, isn't it? So they're not really against it. Like, they're not really with it. But listen, everyone thinks it's insane. It's just a job to me. Do you know what I mean? Would you rather work in an office for fucking 40 years and at the end of it, they tell you to fuck off?
Yeah.
9 to 5. I'd consider that to be insane.
Do you ever go back to Dublin?
Go back sometimes to see my family. But obviously, when I go back, I've lived in Dublin for 30 years. So when my family come, I get them to come over to me, and then we get to go like Scotland or London, take them places they've never been. So it's better if they come to me. I go back, have a daughter back there, so I'll go back and see her every couple of months or a couple of weeks, depending.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
I hate Dublin though. You know what I mean? I just don't really like the place anymore.
Why do you hate it?
It's just not for me. Like, I've done it for so long. Like, it's, as I said, everyone's weird at things. They don't like. They just don't like. They're not supportive or stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you don't better than anybody in Dublin, they won't like you. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just different, like, you know.
Yeah. No, I lived for a while in Brighton, so the vibe is quite different there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full of queers down there. Isn't it?
Yeah, and they love doing coke parties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we going or?
Yeah, can do. Patreon special down in Brighton. Right, so I think now would be a good time I have an audience that are very horny and they're very autistic. They've got a lot of issues, right? Okay, so I've had some people phone in with some problems and I wonder if we can discuss them together.
Let's go.
All right. Okay, so I've had some people send in some. Are you admiring my artwork?
I'm just trying to figure out who everyone is.
So this is Prince Andrew.
Yeah.
You know, the noncy.
Why is he on the wall? Like?
Because it's funny.
Oh, really?
My mum sent them to me because she thinks it's hilarious that I'd have a paedophile on my wall, and it is quite funny. I mean, that's his wife, Fergie, Princess Fergie. And then that's Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake. Yeah. And then that's me, painting of me.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Who painted that? Stevie Wonder?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Rory paints. He's a bit of a weird artist and he does weird artwork.
You're used to blokes down there anyway, aren't you?
Yeah. So yeah, that's just my vibe going on here. But even weirder are the people that watch this podcast and they have some weird problems, okay? So this gentleman has sent this in and this is something he's struggling with at the moment. So let's listen to it and then we'll discuss.
Hi there, Cat Baker. I have a problem and I need your advice. For as far back as I can remember, I have only been able to achieve an orgasm if the TV was on in the background. You know how, like, some people can only sleep if the TV's on because they need that background noise? I can only achieve orgasm if the TV is on. And as a single man, I am finding it more and more difficult to come up with elaborate reasons for why the TV needs to be on during sex. How do I get over this problem? What should I do? Or are there any excuses in the meantime that I could use to kind of buy me some time before this gets sorted? Thank you.
So you don't have this problem because you can come whenever.
Yeah, I don't have a TV.
That's
Not really a problem. Like,
Yeah.
To me, that's not a problem.
Yeah, so if you could only come when the TV is on, would you be open about that?
I wouldn't mind. Like, I have a massive dick, so the fucking girl I would be like, fucking bring another telly in here.
Yeah, I feel like you can't. Yeah, you can't.
I don't think that's much of a problem. I think it's very like, obviously if he's with a girl and the telly's on or not, like, doesn't matter the fucking countdown or bleeding Graham Norton shows on in the background, or if it's off, he's gonna. If that girl does her job, he's gonna come regardless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't like. It sounds like a problem, but I think he there's ways out of that. You know what I mean? Suck her for long enough, he's gonna come.
Yeah, if I was with a man and he could only come with the TV on.
What if it's on and you're watching a film and then you start having sex and it just stays on? Like, it's not. You're not going to be like, hold on, knock that telly off. I want to hear you breathe.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not that weird, to be honest.
It's not that much of an issue either, you know.
I guess it would be weird if he was like, I have to fuck while watching Antiques Roadshow or something.
Been there.
That could be difficult, I imagine. But you know what? We would get over it.
Yeah. If I had that issue, I probably wouldn't tell me partner or whoever it is. I'd just leave the telly on, like.
Yeah.
And if it was off, it's like, oh, I'm not in the mood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then she'd be like, oh, let's just watch telly, and be like, oh, I'm back in the mood. Yeah, I just keep that one on the low, mate. So I'm sure when you find the right person, they'll understand, you know. With
your massive with your massive dick, right? Does it take you long to get hard?
Takes a while. Like, a lot of blood has to go in there, like a lot. So
yeah,
maybe 5 minutes. I'd say fully hard. Like
5 minutes. What's the average?
I don't know. It doesn't get hard like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I flop at 8 inches, so it's.
Jesus Christ.
Nah. Do you want me to show you a picture, Alex?
Yeah, let's see a picture. Go on.
Have you not seen it before? Well,
maybe did a bit of research, but
that's a.
Is that it? Flop it?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ!
Like a bit that on a Wednesday, day.
Oh my god, that's like fucking like. That's like
great.
Having sex with that is like doing a workout at the gym.
Think so?
Yeah. That is bloody huge.
You can see it later.
When did you realise it was huge?
Prison.
Really?
Yeah. Just everyone in the showers and they're like, Jesus Christ, look at that thing. You know what I mean? Like, nothing gay, obviously, in the showers. It's just everyone's naked, like, after the gym. And it's like, fucking hell, mate, where did you get that? Like putting black men to shame in the showers in there as well. Like, you know? And I'd be like, mate, this water's freezing.
Is this weird to ask? Do you come from a long line of big cocked men?
I don't know. My mum always used to say, oh, your dad was like this. Stuff, you know what I mean? Like, you're still limping. But I don't know about my granddad, but I think my dad had a big dick. And then my son, I have a son who's 17, like, obviously I don't see his dick now, but when he was younger, like, yeah, when he changes nappies and stuff like that, yeah. He had a massive one.
Do you feel like you've always been confident because of your cock?
I think I had I'll show you this. I think I had a massive one from a young age. Don't worry, I'm not going to show you anything illegal.
Yeah, I was like, you about to show me.
Let me find it.
You as a kid.
My mate made me this for me 30th, like a birthday thing. Guess who's 30? And it's like a before and after. This is me at 4 and 24. Look at this. Oh my god.
Fucking hell. I mean, yeah, so from a young age,
Yeah.
you knew.
I just know, like, even when I was like 14, 15, when you're in the toilets and everyone else at the urinal is shaking it and I'm kicking it. That was a big giveaway as well.
Oh my God. Yeah, when you go to piss, like at the urinals, do guys go like this?
Loads of them. I love it. Especially when I'm drunk or in a pub or something, look left to the right. And I love when there's fella on each side where they're holding up with 4 fingers, but they're pissing on 3 of them. And I'm just like this, casting it down to the fucking urinal. Or they go into the cubicle and then stretch it over to the urinal.
Oh my God. I'm wondering if, I guess no one challenges you to a fight in the pub once they see your
get
cock.
a lot of
They're
looks,
like,
get them like that.
oh my God.
But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, as women, we don't have to deal with, like, I don't know, comparing tits in the bathroom. But if we did, I would lose every time.
But like, if you're in the gym and the changing rooms, the women be like, if he's walking around naked, they'd be like creeping or perving or something. Because when I'm in the changing room,
Well, that's what I do. Yeah, I creep and perv on them normally.
Sounds good. What gym are you in?
Actually, to be fair, the women in the changing room I'm in, women don't get as naked as men do in the changing room.
Oh, I'm a cunt for it, straight out.
Well, yeah, that doesn't surprise
Even when I get
me.
changed, like, so when I'm finished, I'll dry myself, put on my socks, then I put on my shirt, my jumper, jacket, my hat, scarf, gloves, and my boxers.
And when you walk around, does it sound like...
Yeah.
Oh my God.
To keep it up in my knees.
Yeah, when do you have to wear like supportive boxers?
I don't really wear boxers. I don't like, because it always pinches me foreskin at the end. Like,
Wait, so when you run, what happens? You just swings around.
chub rub, I get.
Jesus Christ! And at the gym, do you wear grey sweatpants?
Yeah, I always wear something revealing, like when I'm skipping, because do I have? Where's this thing? I love when I skip, like I do. It gets a lot of attention when I do this skipping.
bet.
Instagram deleted the video because it was no, here.
It's not your fault for having a big cock. Yeah. Oh my God.
So I'll do that in the gym. This is obviously in the back garden, but I'll do that in the gym.
It's unfair that TikTok delete that, you know.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. Instagram still have it up there.
Like,
I'm just teaching people how to skip, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just cardio.
With 2 jump ropes.
There's no problem with it. Are you horny and bored and feel like you want to chat to me? Maybe you want to send me your inner monologue, or maybe just a picture of your knob? Then go to catbaker.co.uk, where you will find my premium explicit subscription sites. I have my OnlyFans, and then I have my Admire Me VIP. The Admire Me is a little bit more kink friendly, so go there if you've got certain needs. But I also have my Admire Me premium shop, where you can buy videos without a subscription. But for just one small monthly fee, you can chat to me and see all my explicit content. So go to catbaker.co.uk and have a happy time fapping. Right, okay, I've got another problem for you.
Over it.
Hello, Kat, it's Ray. Look, I'm 68 years old, right? I've been married since 79, okay? 46 years. And Elaine, my wife, knows I've got other bits on the side. She turns a blind eye, but I've got one of my brasses pregnant. I didn't know if she'd come off the pills. She took out a coil. She went away for a year, came back, 3-month-old baby. Now she's blackmailing me, saying she won't actually even let me see the baby or tell me his name until I give her a gaff in East London and leave me wife. And I'm fucked, you know, because I love Elaine. She's my rock in my life. And now my brass has got a kid, you know, he's my boy. He cries in my accent. Well, he's definitely mine. And I want to get to know him, you know.
So what does he do? Does he tell his wife he's got another kid?
He needs to stop lying to himself, because he's telling his wife he loves her. I love my wife, but obviously you don't, because you're riding everything around him. Now he has a son. The first and foremost thing is to look after your son, you know what I mean? You don't. Tell your wife, be honest with you know what I mean? That's what I do personally. I tell my wife, And then I would say, right, that's the way it is. If they still love each other, stay together. But then, most importantly, go look after your son.
But you could love someone but just be fucking around on the side, don't you
What's
think?
the point if you love them and not just tell them? Like, do you not think that their partner might be thinking that the same stuff?
Yeah.
Then you could just open up like it's open relationship, swingers kind of thing, you know. But with the kid, you had to tell her, like, you know what I mean?
Do you think open relationships work?
Yeah,
Yeah.
brilliant there.
I mean, if you're doing porn and stuff, it's kind of
I'm a big swinger, so I love swinging and stuff like that.
really.
Yeah.
And I bet do a lot of men want you to fuck their girlfriends.
Lots. I used to do naked butler in a swingers club up north, so I'd literally walk around with a fucking dicky bow and a smile and that's it. And a tray of yolk handing out one. I always took a Viagra before I went on, so it's hanging. So I'd work from like 10 till 2, and then I closed at 4. So the last 2 hours I'm allowed to play. But I do have loads of like, man, my wife wants to see you and this, that, and the other.
The thing is, though, with swingers clubs, right, is a lot of the people in there are quite ugly. Unless you go to like a private one.
Some of them are ugly. Some, like, it's the look of the draw, you know what I mean? If you're there to smash, what does it matter, like?
True. I guess as women, we're a bit more like, we need a bit more than just, like, a man can see a hole and do it, right?
Yeah.
Whereas women, we kind of need a face. Do you know what I mean?
You just need a cock, all you just don't do much. You just lie
No,
there.
the cock has to be attached to a face we like.
What have you bent over?
Even then.
You can throw my leg like an owl.
yeah. But to bend over as women, we need to like the face. Do you know what I
What
mean?
if you're bent over already and it's just like the next guy next?
True. I guess if you're in a swinger environment,
They're getting a train running on you, like.
yeah, if that's that woman's kink, but I feel like most women aren't like that.
You don't know most women.
Yeah, to be fair, you probably have a better idea of it than me.
I've seen a lot of shit like that. Some people just want sex, you know what I mean? So it's,
Yeah, true.
you can't have it all. You can't have fucking Brad Pitt on top of you as well, like, you know what I mean?
Maybe one day.
Yeah.
I think, if he's got another woman pregnant, it's got to come out. If you got a kid, you got to
Look
let her
after the
know.
kid first and foremost. Tell your fucking wife, like I tell her, you'd have to tell her, like, you know, because you can't randomly just look after a kid behind the scenes. The longer you leave it, mate, the worse it's gonna get. So be a man. Tell your wife you're a big man when you fucking got someone else pregnant.
Ray,
It's not the worst thing in the world, like, you know.
it's time to step up, Ray.
Step up.
Do your
You
thing.
can always get another bird pregnant if you want. Like,
Yeah.
I'd step up. Tell your wife, then take care of the boy. Simple as that. Done. You never know, your wife could grow to love him.
Exactly. You could have 2 mums. And if you have a couple kids, you could start a business and then you got 3 workers.
No.
Yeah. Exactly.
Problem solved.
If you weren't in porn, what would you be doing, do you think?
I don't know, barbering. I'm a barber by trade.
Oh.
But probably definitely escorting. I don't know.
Okay, let's say all sex work was off the table. Would it be barbering?
Yeah, barbering and like gym, like coaching, like stuff like that, like gym stuff.
I have a feeling there's not as much money in those things.
Nah, Jesus, no. No fucking chance.
Do you think you could ever get a normal job again?
I don't know. I still barber. I still work I just work with my mate's barbers on a Sunday, so I'll cut hair there. Just because I like it's a normal, like the normal, like it's being around normal people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Normal conversation, like
Yeah.
talking about the match instead of someone like, oh yeah, I had fucking 6 black guys in me last night. And I'm
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
I like it, so I don't think I could ever go back to that kind of work for the money that it will give you, but never say never. I don't think I would do porn forever, but the older I get, the more appealing I'll get, you know, to some people when you get this.
True, because then there's
The silver daddy mode.
you need to keep normal conversation sometimes, because I find that when you're just talking to horny men all day, sometimes it's quite nice hearing someone talk about their corporate job. I'm like, okay, yeah. Especially with you when you're ramming cactuses up arses.
Yeah. Cacti.
Yeah, true. Fucking hell. And yeah. So do you think you would like to transition into the older market then?
I don't think I'll ever stop doing what I'm doing. Like, you know what I mean? I've already done fucking nearly everything I can do, so it's already out there for the world to see. So why stop now? You know?
Have you had anyone ask you to shit on them?
Yeah.
Have you done that?
Yeah, loads of times. Stuff. It's Tuesday again. Basically, I had a fella had a commode. So I walked into an apartment in London. He paid me off transfer. So it's a commode, and then you know what a commode is, don't you?
No.
It's like a chair, but it's a toilet. So it's like a wooden chair.
Oh.
And there's no bottom.
Okay,
but at the
yeah.
bottom, he had a funnel. And then he was just lying on the ground with the bottom of the funnel.
Oh.
In his mouth.
Oh my god.
And I just went in, had a shit and left. Boom.
Oh my
Straight, right.
See, I would shit on someone for money, right? But I wouldn't film a video of me shitting, because that's then people repost it and they're like, "Here's you pooping."
Yeah, but you could start a whole new fucking franchise, sparking interest. I didn't know she does scat play.
Yeah.
Then you're fucking shitting for loads of money, you know what I mean? Vindaloos every night.
True. I get a lot of requests for like farting content, and the guys always like, and they always like, what did you eat? Like, they want to know what you ate and like what, and it's mad. And I guess the shitting takes it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, some people are weird. Like, I only had a few things for requests for shit. Like, just all of them were eating it. Like, never like. I had a fella wanted to rub it all over his body and me throw it at him and stuff. I was like, nah, fuck that. Couldn't do it.
No. Yeah, you don't want to have to deal with the
I
shit.
don't have to touch it, you know.
Yeah, you want to just do it and.
I don't mind lobbing it in someone's mouth and just going like, it's easy. It's easy enough.
Oh my god. Yeah. I haven't done escorting before, but I've done. I once met a bloke for a cup of tea for 100 quid. It's all right.
Jesus, calm down there.
I know.
100 quid, that's all.
Yeah, things get pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds fucking.
Yeah, it was pretty mad.
Would you not escort? Would you not look into escort now?
I wouldn't want to do the sex.
But you do that anyway with OnlyFans with random collaborators. What's the difference?
Well, I don't do that anymore, so I just do it on my own.
But you've done it. What's the difference?
Yeah, I would do like. I'd piss on someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd piss on someone for money.
Yeah. Are you free at 2 o'clock?
Yeah. There's a spoons round the corner. Let's do it in there.
Yeah, cup of tea.
I would. Yeah, I'd like do stuff where I don't have to like touch them. You know.
Yeah.
How much do you charge? Do you say?
It's different rates. So like my standard rate would be like $2.50 an hour. And then all my overnight rates could be anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500 depending on what they want. Dominance a bit more. If there's blood, it'd be more money, you know, if I'm hitting them. Different rates for different services, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the day unfolds for me, you know.
So do you know what your kind of thing you're doing later today?
Yeah, I have a shoot later with a girl at 5 o'clock, and then I have an escort client at 8 o'clock. The escort client's very simple. It's just like tie up, muscle worship, and then like tie him up, spanking, stuff like that. Just dominant, basically.
Right.
No sexual.
Okay.
No sexual input at all. Just making them feel wordless. like you are, mate. If you're listening.
Yeah. So when they're getting dommed, do they come?
A lot of them come like. So we're whipping them and they wank the comb. I had a fella where I piss on him in the shower and he wanks to that and combs, like, you know. Obviously, when you book an escort for anyone, you want to comb, like, you know what I mean? Obviously,
yeah.
That's what you want. I had a few where they don't come, but it is what it is, you know.
Have you ever seen someone come and they haven't even touched their cock?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Loads of times. Whoa. There's a fella where I'd stand in front of him, say he's sitting over there, and I'd be just here wanking. And I'd make him come. He'd just look, and they wouldn't even touch his cock.
Oh my god!
He'd just be like, ugh. I'm like, yeah, all right, mate. And he's like, oh, I have a stitch. Like, you haven't fucking moved.
That is a blessing and a curse being able. No, that's a curse coming without even touching it, right? Fucking hell! God damn.
Yeah, but girls can get wet without even like.
Yeah, but
Well,
I guess it's not like an embarrassment in it, is there? Getting wet.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Whereas when you come, it's like, I mean, if you're coming and no one's even touching your cock,
Yeah, you're fucked.
yeah, people are not. That's not hot or desirable, I would say. Unless, of course, when you're an escort, then it means your booking's over real quick and you've made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Do you always have to? Does it finish once they came, or do you?
Once I come, I'll kind of finish, but I do get a lot of people to like, alright, I'm gonna go now, and they be like, oh, I have 10 minutes left, can I just look at you? And I'm just like,
Suppose so.
standing there. And like, yeah.
I had to do a video call the other night with a guy, and he came really quick. And often they just hang up after they
I
come.
love it when they come with video calls.
I love it.
It's great.
When they come quick and then they fuck off. It's great. But this guy, he wanted to just sit and stare at me, and so we were just sat looking at each other like this.
Stare off.
Yeah, it was a bit uncomfortable.
It's always on the phone. It's like, oh, are you there, mate? Oh, did someone just come in? I have to go. Someone's at the door. Like, it's 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m, mate.
Oh man. So do they want you to come? Do they expect you to come?
A lot of them do expect me to come, but when I try and save me come, you know what I mean? I hate giving. So if I'm doing a video call, yeah, I'll come for them, but like if I'm live on camera for like multiple of them, I won't. I'll hold it out.
What do you, when you're doing like escorting or on camera, how do you make yourself calm when you're like looking at some guy who's, I don't know?
I just can come, just wank it and come. I can, like, as I said, I'm at one with me dick. I can control it. I can come now. Give me 5 minutes, I'll come there if you want.
Oh my god, that's like Buddhism. That must be like being able to control your cum like that. That's
it's good for when I'm shooting films, like, you know, so I won't come too quick. I can control, just think of stuff, you know, before you come, just think of something mad, like your nanny hanging up the washing or something, you know.
Do you have any advice? What would you say advice to people who want to do what you do, like blokes?
I don't know, I reckon give it a go. Like, you can spend your whole life doing something you don't like, so you might as well have a shot at doing something you like. You get me?
Yeah.
It's not too bad, like, just have sex. And obviously the stuff I do is a bit more, not for some people, but I'm fine with it.
But they've got to have a big dick, really.
Yeah, well, I know lads that don't have a big dick that do, you know what I mean? But obviously a big dick sells, like big tits on a girl will always sell, like, you know.
Well, I do pretty well.
Yeah.
I got small ones.
Yeah.
Although, but it's different with women. There's just you can be anything.
There's a niche for everything.
Yeah.
Everything. I know girls that look down and they can't even see their feet and they're that big and they'd make like mad money, you know.
Yeah.
It's a niche for every single
Yeah,
thing.
I know women in their 50s, 60s that make like 50k a month.
Yeah.
It's fucking mad. So, guys, get into it.
Go for it. Do it. What's the worst that can happen? You're going to have some sex. You're going to make some money. Doesn't sound too bad, does it?
Exactly. Solve all your problems. Pay your bills.
Pay your bills. Go get a rim job and then
Right. Well, I think that's been a good time. I've learned a bloody lot about the insight of the inner horny male.
It's about to get better now. Are we shooting here or do you want to go to the kitchen?
Let's do the Weatherspoons. Let's do the public scene.
The handicap toilets?
No, in front of the fruit machines.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Right, well, thank you so much for coming on. I'm going to put your links and everything down below so people can check you out. But if there's any conservative politicians out there that want to get a booking with you,
boom, I'm open.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm available.
Excellent. Right, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Right, see you in the next one, guys. Bye.